open this package here and see what I found on sale this morning at the South Center. Here, hand-turned hems.
How do you know the hand-size turned hems down there? How do you know the window size?
Oh, well, I ain't really thought about it, but they bound to fit something in that whole house. Anyhow, there was too good a bargain to pass up. You know what I'm gonna do as soon as I get in that new house?
What?
Honey, I'm gonna run me a tub of water up to here. I'm going to get in it. I'm going to sit and sit and sit in that hot water. And the first person knocking on the door to tell me to come out,
Get shot at
you
sunrise.
said it, sister. And you ain't gotta read that from no airplane.
Guess I always think things have more emphasis if they're big somehow.
Yeah, you and your brother seem to have that as the same philosophy of life. Boy, that man done changed so around here. You know what we did last night, Walter and me?
What?
We went to the movies. We went to the movies. You know the last time me and Walter went to the movies?
No.
Me neither. That's how long it's been. We went last night. The picture wasn't much good, but that didn't seem to matter. We went and we held hands.
Oh, Lord.
We held hands. And the show was out. It was dark and kind of chilly out. And all the stores was closed up. There wasn't much people on the streets. We were still holding hands. Walter and me.
You're killing me. Talk about old-fashioned Negroes.
What kind of Negroes?
Old-fashioned.
And when these new Negroes have their convention, that right there is going to be the chairman of the Committee on Unending Agitation. I mean, girl, I do believe you are the first person in the history of the entire human race to successfully brainwash yourself. Even the NAACP take holiday someday, baby. I could just see that chick someday. Staring down at some poor cat on the operating table, and right before she get ready to slice him up, she said, and by the way, what are your views on civil rights down there?
Yeah, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
How do you do? For Mrs. Lena Young.
Oh, yes, that's my mother. Excuse me, one moment, please. Rude brother. A white man at the door. Come in.
Thank you.
Your mother's in here just at this moment, but is it business?
Yes. Well, of a sort.
Well, have a seat. Mrs. Younger's son, I handle most of her business matters.
Well, my name is Carl Linton.
Walter Younger. This here is my wife and my sister.
How do you do?
What can we do for you, Mr. Linda?
Well, I'm a representative of the Clybourne Park Improvement
You
Association.
set your things here on the floor now.
Yes, right. And as I was saying, I'm from the Clybourne Park Improvement Association, and we've had it brought to our attention at our last meeting that you people, or at least your mother, have purchased a piece of residential property at, it's deep down in there. 406 Clybourne Street.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You care for something to drink? Ruth, give Mr. Linda a beer.
Oh, no, really. I mean, thank you very much, but no.
Some coffee then?
Nothing at all. Thank you. Well, I don't suppose how much you know about our organization. It's one of those community organizations set up to look after, block upkeep and special projects. And we also have what we like to call our New Neighbors Orientation Committee.
Yes, and what do they do?
Well, it's what you might call a sort of welcoming committee, I guess. I mean, we. I'm the chairman of the committee. Go around and see the new people that move into our neighborhood and sort of give them the lowdown on the way we like to do things out in Clybourne Park.
Uh-huh.
And we also have a category that the association refers to as special community problems.
Yes, and what are some of those?
Oh, would you let the man talk?
Thank you. I would like to explain this thing in my own way. I want to explain to you in a certain way.
Go ahead.
Yes, well, I think I'm going to try to get right to the point. I think we'll all appreciate that in the long run.
Yes.
Will you be still now?
Would you like another chair? You don't look very comfortable.
No, thank you very much, please. Well, now to get right to the point. I'm sure you people must be aware of some of the incidents which have occurred in various areas of the city when colored families have moved into certain areas. Because we have what I think is going to be a unique type of organization in American community life. Now, not only do we deplore that kind of thing, we are trying to do something about it. We feel that most of the trouble in the world, when you come right down to it, most of the trouble happens because people just don't sit down and talk to each other.
Say that again, mister.
No, we don't try hard enough to see the other fellow's problem, the other guy's point of view.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, and that's the way we feel out in Clybourne Park, and that's why I was elected to come here and talk to you. I mean, friendly like, the way people should talk to each other and see if there wasn't a way we couldn't work this thing out. As I see, the whole business is a matter of caring about the other fellow. Now, anybody can see you are a nice family of folks, hard-working and honest, I am sure. Now, everybody knows what it means to be on the outside of something nowadays, and of course, there is always somebody who is out to take advantage of those who don't always understand.
What do you mean?
Well, you see, our community is made up of people who've worked hard as the dickens for years to build up that little community. Now, we're not rich and fancy folks, just hard-working, honest people who really don't have much other than those houses and the dream of the kind of community they want to raise their children in. Now, I'm not saying we're perfect, and of course, there's a lot wrong with some of the things we want, but you have got to admit that a man, right or wrong, has the right to want the neighborhood he lives in a certain kind of way. And at the present moment, the vast majority of our people out there feel that people get along better, take more of a common interest in the life of a community when they share a common background. Now, I want you to believe me when I tell you that race prejudice simply doesn't enter into it. It is a matter of the people of Clybourne Park believing, rightly or wrongly, that for the happiness of all concerned, that our Negro families are happier when they live in their own community.
This, friends, is a welcoming committee.
Is this what you came marching all the way over here to tell us?
Oh, well, now we've been having a fine conversation. I hope you'll hear me all the way through.
Go ahead, man.
In the face of all the things I've said, our association is prepared to make your family a very generous offer.
30 pieces and not a coin less.
Yeah?
We are prepared, through the collective efforts of our people, to buy the house from you at a financial gain to your family.
Lord have mercy and kiss the living God.
All right, you through?
Well, I want to give you the exact terms of the financial
You don't
arrangement.
want no exact terms and no financial agreements. I want to know if you got any more to say about how people ought to get together.
Well, I don't suppose you feel...
And never mind how I feel. I want to know if you got any more to say about how people ought to sit down and talk to one another, huh? Get out of my house, man.
Well, I don't understand why you people are reacting this way. What do you think you're going to gain by moving into a neighborhood where you just aren't wanted, and where certain elements... People can get awfully worked up when they feel that their way of life, everything that they've worked for, is being threatened.
Get out.
I'm sorry I turned out this way.
Get out.
You just can't change the way that people think, son.
Well, this all the packing got done so I left out here this morning. I testify before God that my children got all the energy of the dead. That's how moving men do.
At 4 o'clock. You got a caller, Mama.
Show now? Who?
The welcoming committee.
Who?
The welcoming committee. They said they're so glad to be seeing you when you get there.
They said they can't hardly wait to see your face.
What's the matter with you all?
Nothing the matter with us. We just telling you about the gentleman who came this evening from the Clybourne Park Improvement Association.
What he wants?
To welcome you, honey.
Yeah, he said they can't hardly wait to see your face. He said the one thing they don't have out there that they just dying to have is a fine family of fine colored folks. Ain't that right?
Yeah, he left his card.
In case.
Father, give us strength. Did he threaten us?
He didn't threaten us, Mama. He said we should all learn how to sit down and hate each other with good Christian fellowship.
Lord, protect us.
You should hear the money those folks raised to buy the house from us. All we paid and then some.
What do they think we're going to do, eat them?
No, honey, marry him.
Lord, Lord, Lord.
Well, that's just the way the crackers crumble.